back with more of this Thursday opener after this.
Throw it. Doesn't matter what the gets to compass.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Rodgers now. He'll set up the screen to Hall. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. On comes Thomas Morstead, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Sims now to return it. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Texans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10.
Do it again. Double to the hole, boys. Let's stop it here. Stop right here. Show them what we're made of.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now he takes off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
3rd down, 3 to go. It's open Buala. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Here's Gibson to return. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Throwing Rodgers. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. Vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
One final throw before the break. He's going to look deep for Adams. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Finally, on Monday Night Football, Election Night Eve, the Super Bowl rematch from a few years back, Bucs and Chiefs from Arrowhead. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The Jets offensive receiver Garrett Wilson getting set for their next drive. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Garrett Wilson, really nice job there of working past the sticks. He's following up on his offensive Rookie of the Year campaign with another 1,000-yard season a year ago. He did it with 4 different quarterbacks, Mike, so as he gets a little bit more familiar, some more consistency out of Aaron Rodgers, man, it's going to be scary to see how good he can be.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Play action now with Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there, and it wouldn't make him have to play such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
Now Rodgers on 4th down. He's got it. And
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays, and they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
Let's show them what we made of offense.
Again, it's Rodgers. That is caught. And he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Kick it.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point.
Time, focus.
He's got it. And the Jets are on the board. It's 10-7.
Are the worst team in football.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no run back here. It's a touchback, but with the new rule in effect, with the ball bouncing in the landing zone, they'll start this drive at their own 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Mixon. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job of see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Jets offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Rodgers. He'll look underneath for Hall. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable in the backfield in the passing.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. He gets this complete, finding Allen. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong early. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Throw left side, finds down. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Tighten up defense.
So, 1st and